if you've got a horse that is going off on the wrong leg, sometimes the whip on the outside can help with that. Secondly is kind of notice what shoulder your horse is leaning on. The sequence of canter, here, 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 going to the left, is set up in a way that the horse has the longest base of support to the inside, so that he is able to, he doesn't just lean over and fall over going round a corner. If you're asking for canter and your horse already has too much weight on the outside shoulder going round the corner and too much bend to the inside, what might happen is the horse may strike off on the wrong leg because he's already weighted in this direction. And we had this with Tinker. Tinker would go into the corner and she'd be falling on the outside shoulder and she'd strike off on the wrong lead. Millie was very, very slight at the time and just didn't have the stability to go rising, to sitting, to keep the horse straight, and at the same time then ask it to canter on and still keep it straight, because she would ask Tinker to canter. She would come in straight, ask Tinker to canter. Tinker would go blah, like this, fall on the outside shoulder, as Millie was asking for the canter, and then still strike off incorrectly. So Millie kind of couldn't coordinate the keeping the mare straight and all that sort of thing, which is why really we use groundwork to help us as much as possible, because that would solve that particular problem by getting the horse used to being straight and requiring less good rider biomechanics to make it happen. Often the advice to getting the horse on the correct lead is to bend it to the inside. If you bend it to the inside, it'll know it's going to the right, for instance, here, and therefore it will go on the right lead. That is sometimes true. But if you bend your horse right and it falls off in this direction, as far as the horse is concerned, it's going off in this direction. So it's really important that you don't overbend your horse to the inside, and it's really important you realize where the horse's weight is in its shoulders. And that will kind of give you a clue as to which leg it will naturally want to strike off on. The Fleck Carbon Composite Whip is the only schooling whip we use or recommend for both our ground and ridden work. It's beautifully light and balanced and can transmit energy without all the wiggle and wobble of normal whips. It takes only the slightest movement from the rider's hand and is stiff enough to allow for precision placement. Check it out on our online shop. We only sell products that we use personally in our day-to-day work. Members of Dressage Training TV get a full 15% off any of the products.